Hello, and thanks for tuning in to my first ever podcast. I'm so excited to share my love for recess and play outside with you. Whether you're a teacher, a parent, or a school administrator, I hope that you find my information helpful. So let's begin. We all dread that time between leaving for Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring, and summer break. Teachers might find this time to be bittersweet. It is sweet because we all need that vacation away from school, from waking up at 8 in the morning and leaving till 4:30 till the last kid gets picked up from school. We need that time to just sit back and relax. But the bitter time comes when students come back tired and having forgotten everything they learned over the break. We all know how important standardized testing has become, and so much work goes into preparing these kids for the examinations, even at a young age. These breaks just seem to affect everything we have worked to achieve. So what do we tend to do? Well, coming back from break, we tend to want to drill topics, math exercises, grammar rules, and reading strategies into our students. We begin to make sacrifices towards recess, making it shorter and shorter. Kids begin to get tired and they cannot seem to concentrate a lot faster. And we know it is from a result of cutting recess shorter. So what is the solution to keeping these kids concentrated and ready to learn and work? It's easy. Take time to play outside. While this may not seem like the smartest idea, it is. Playing outside is very important in the development of these children, especially young ones. The benefits of playing outside can include exposure to a community, a sense of belonging, physical and emotional health, self-discovery, tests and hypotheses, active children tend to do better in school. Their attention span is more in place and more intact. But the most important thing I feel about playing outside is that it allows for creativity. We learned a lot from Maria Montessori, an expert theorist, and she would agree with the idea of taking kids outside because it will allow them to find what interests them and they will learn to concentrate. Montessori valued imagination highly, and she believed that imagination is the basis of our curriculum, or it should be, for the elementary classroom. Piaget, who is also a student of Montessori, believed that children learn best when they are creating work themselves and creating their own understanding of what's going on, instead of having explanations given to them. We know that is much more entertaining and much more fun to do something for ourselves. Piaget thought that children's interactions with the environment are what create learning, because children tend to construct their own knowledge by giving meaning to the people and places and things in this world. And he believed that construction is superior to instruction. Piaget and Montessori believed that children needed every possible opportunity to do things for themselves. And us taking our kids outside can help fuel this. Because kids need the freedom to go out and see how plants grow from day to day, to see how the water cycle works, or to feel the temperature at which water freezes. Let's improve the curriculum we have by adding time for play, for exploration, and creativity. Let's take our kids outside for a minimum of 30 minutes a day to fuel learning. Because research shows that by the time kids go to school, their motivation to explore depends on the cues from adults on what is appropriate. We should be the motivation for these kids to learn all about the world we live in. Now, there is no ideal classroom because there's not a one-size-fits-all approach to educating these young minds. But research can agree that exploring the outside world is crucial to the development of these young minds. Do not cut recess shorter. On the contrary, find time and activities to fuel learning and exploration. That is all the time we have. Thank you so much for listening to my first podcast. Remember to follow me on Twitter and use the hashtag #Don'tBlameRecess. Thank you.